Hey guys, welcome back. It's Deb from Bowl Me Over. Come on into the kitchen. I have an easy meal for you today that I think you're really going to enjoy. Today we're making pulled pork, and it's pulled pork tenderloin, super easy to make, another real crowd pleaser. So let me just jump right in, and we're making it in the slow cooker. That makes life easier. Set it, forget it, come home from work, and dinner's done, right? So I'm going to start just by spritzing my slow cooker. That way I know nothing's going to stick and cleanup won't be a drag. And we're going to start by slicing an onion. And we're going to put that onion on the bottom of the crock pot. So we just need big, thick slices. It's going to add a little bit of flavor. So peel off that skin. And let's get the second one here. But I was thinking of recipes to make today, and I was like, let's make something easy for you. Let's make something we can set and forget and then come home for. So perfect. Okay, so just slicing the onions. And you want, one onion. This one's kind of small, but that's okay. It's just adding a little flavor to the recipe. And that's all we're gonna need there. And I'm putting these right on the bottom of my crock pot. So I'm just separating the rings. Like, how easy is this, right? Gotta love an easy recipe. Okay, next step is the pork tenderloin. There are a couple different cuts of pork tenderloin or pork loin, and then there's pork tenderloin. We're using the tenderloin today. Oftentimes you can get that on sale. I did this one, it was two for the price of one. So that made it a super affordable meal. And for this, I'm just gonna season it with Montreal steak seasoning. So I wanna sprinkle it over each of the tenderloins, kind of rub it in well, flip it over, and hit that second side too. Easy enough, right? So now we're going to take this and lay it right on top of the onions in the crock pot. Like, I don't even think I introduced the ingredients because they're so simple today. Next up is barbecue sauce. Use your favorite barbecue sauce. I like Sweet Baby Ray's, but you do you. I know that there's people feel very strongly about barbecue sauce, so use your favorite. This is an 18-ounce jar, or whatever this is. We're gonna use about half of it and put that right over the top. If you want to come a little closer, then we can see that. About half. Wonderful. Now we're going to cover this and cook it on low 5 to 6 hours. That's all we need to do for this recipe. I'll see you in a little bit. We're going to come back and shred that pork. Okay, guys, let me tell you, the house smells amazing. I know Dan walked in the door and he's like, what time's dinner, Deb? It's so good. So this has been cooking in the crock pot for about 5 hours. It is tender and just darn near perfect. So let's lift the lid and come on in a little closer. I'll show you how this looks. Oh my, isn't that fabulous? So now all we need to do is shred it. And you can easily just shred it in the crock pot. I'm gonna bring it here just to show you a little bit easier. And that way you can kind of see what I'm doing. And this is probably gonna fall apart. Yes, it is. And that is exactly what we want. It's nice and saucy in the crock pot, but we're gonna sauce it up a little bit more before we're done. 2 forks. You can use regular forks. These are like salad forks, but it makes it super easy to shred the meat. I'm gonna give you a little tip here. When you're shredding meat, whether it's roast beef or pork, don't make tiny itty bitty little shreds. It will actually stay more flavorful and more tender, more juicy if you don't shred it away to nothing. So just something to keep in mind. But see how easy that pulls apart? That's why they call it pulled pork. That's perfect. Just super tender. You could, yeah, like I said, you could use those fancy little fork things. I've actually, a shortcut is to use the blender in the Crockpot. I've done that more times than I could count when I'm really super lazy. But I think this kind of shows you just how tender that pork is in just a short period of time. Like, yum. Now, what I like to do at this point is put this back in the Crockpot because I want it to soak up all that goodness in there. So back into the Crockpot it goes. We're gonna add any juices that are in the pan along with it, because remember it has those onions in there too. And I can tell you, that is gonna be amazing. Okay, let's stir that around a little bit. And the recipe, and again, if I forget anything, don't forget it's down below. All of the ingredients, all of the tips, all of the ideas and variations and all that good stuff. But we're gonna add the rest of the barbecue sauce. And we're just gonna let that sit. I'm gonna turn this upside down and smack it on the counter. It's gonna be really loud, sorry. But that'll bring it all to the bottom of the jar. And that way we have some even more barbecue sauce in there. That is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna sauce it up, just kind of run it through here again. And oh my goodness. I think it's just about time to eat. Hang tight for a minute, let me clean up my workspace and we'll be eating dinner in just a minute. Hey guys, who's hungry? Okay, so we are ready to go. And let me show you how I build the sandwiches here. Just make sure it's nice and saucy. And we're gonna put, I've never measured it out, but I'm guessing it's probably almost a cup. Doesn't that look fantastic? On each burger, or sandwich, I should say. And this is kind of a special Deb thing, but there's something about having a sweet pickle with this. Oh my gosh, it's like the best thing in the world. So you have to humor me, you have to try that. If you're a pickle person, I think you'll really love that part. But I'm gonna build our sandwiches and then it's gonna be time for dinner. If you're wondering how many people this feeds, you're gonna make 8 sandwiches with this. If you're not a sandwich person, no problem. You can also make, oh gosh, barbecued pork pizza. That is delicious. I've done that many a time. Stuff it in baked potatoes, barbecue mac and cheese. I could go on and on. The list goes on and on. Either way, it's delicious. This freezes really well too. So if you're a smaller family, and I like this for smaller families too, just for that reason, because, you know, gosh, you can make it and have like several meals when you're done. So perfect. But of course I have to try it too, because I've done all the heavy lifting, right? So let's pile it on my sandwich here. And of course, finish with a couple pickles. Oh my gosh, it's like drippy and delicious. And this is gonna be messy, and it is what it is, okay? But I really wanna try this because I know this is a meal I've made over and over and over again, and I think you're really gonna love. And there's no easy way. Oh my gosh. The pork is so saucy, and it's tender. And that little bite with the pickle, it's like gives it that zing. Because when you have something that's really rich like that, that pickle cuts through all the richness of it. Oh, guys, that's delicious. You have to give this a try. If you have any questions, don't forget to just pop me a little note, write a note below, email it, whatever it works for you, and ask. If you give me a thumbs up, it means the world to me. I sure appreciate it. But I hope mostly you give it a try soon, okay? We'll see you next time. It's Deb from Bowl Me Over. Enjoy.
you.